the big black big black
広い宇宙の数ある一つ青い地球の広い世界で小さな恋の想いは届く小さな島のあなたのもとへあなたと出会い時は流れる想いを込めた手紙も増えるいつしか二人互いに響く時に激しく時に切なく響くは遠く遥か彼方へ優しい歌は世界を変える二人は歩く暗い道でも日々照らす月握りしめた手離すことなく想いは強く永遠誓う永遠の淵きっと僕は言う思い変わらず同じ言葉をそれでも足りず涙に変わり喜びになり言葉にできずただ抱きしめるただ抱きしめるほらあなたにとって大事な人広い宇宙の数ある一つ青い地球の広い世界で小さな恋の想いは届く小さな島のあなたのもとへあなたと出会い時は流れる想いを込めた手紙も増えるいつしか二人互いに響く時に広い宇宙の数ある一つ青い地球の広いほらあなたにとって大事な人のすぐそばにいるのただあなたにだけ届いて
12 weeks on TRT. 200 milligrams a week is what I'm taking. I'm getting it medically prescribed from an actual doctor writing me a script.
How many people believe that?
I guess, yeah, you just feel like, I just feel like more of a man.
Coach Greg, and in today's video, Alex Eubank is all in promoting HRT, testosterone, and so on. But a few months ago, he was the exact opposite. In his latest video, Testing My Strength 3 months on TRT update, you can clearly see bro is jacked. He put on a ton of muscle, and obviously he's a lot stronger. But if you go back to his former videos, of which I have done, they didn't age very well.
The agenda in the fitness industry now versus what it was when I first started is so like different. I don't know, bro, it's weird. Kind of worried for just like the kids who are seeing people glorify like gear use is just like an extremely unhealthy physique, unhealthy body. Like again, bodybuilding has its place in this world, and I think that's great. It's just that I know the fitness industry and I know like the kids, like the demographic, and they're really young, and I know they look up to like that.
All right. And so a few months ago, he was against glorifying the use of performance-enhancing drugs. Alex Eubank is using testosterone, a performance-enhancing drug of which he doesn't need.
Alex, since you started taking steroids, I hate when people say that, bro. It just sounds so much worse.
You can debate me, you can argue with me. Bro had an amazing physique. Is anyone going to debate that? And so now that he's on steroids, namely testosterone, he's gotten a lot bigger and a lot stronger, and it's now being glorified. Remember, this is the guy that wants to use a quarter of the doses of your favorite influencer, but have a much better physique. And so what he was most concerned with, what was most important to him, was the younger generation, the kids, the teenagers, that they would see people who were glorifying the use of testosterone, and that they would perhaps want to do it. Let me read some of the comments. I am 9 years old, 93 pounds, and have decided to hop on TRT because of you. Love you, bro. You motivated my newborn child to take tren. Thank you. You taught me to ignore what other people say and do what makes you happy. I now enjoy heroin and don't care when people tell me it's a bad idea. You have inspired me to hop on TRT. I am 6 years old, 70 pounds. It's been great since then. I feel more like a man. Love you, bro. I'm still in my mom's belly, but decided to hop on TRT before I popped out. Appreciate you, bro. I'm reading these comments in order as they appear. This is not me selecting, going through the hundreds of comments and picking the most outstanding ones. This is me reading them in order. Bro's whole channel is about TRT now. 8 years old here. This inspires me to hop on. Thank you, bro. You're a true inspiration, Alex. I am in my 3rd month of fentanyl and crack thanks to you, mate. 97-year-old, and after seeing this, I've decided to go on TRT. My test levels were in the dumps, and I felt like I'd lost my edge around the yard. Thank you for this inspiration. I'll bet every dollar in my name you are close to 2,000 on testosterone levels. A healthy, fit 23-year-old on 200 milligrams of test is crazy. Can't believe they started you at that. I'm 53, I take 100 milligrams a week and have no problem being over 1,000 level. Never heard someone this young taking this much testosterone to start. And so the entirety of the fitness industry sees Alex Eubank as somebody who promotes and glorifies steroids. When you're as young as Alex Eubank and you already have an amazing physique and you take testosterone, I don't care what the dose is or what you say the dose is, and you then glorify it, you're promoting other people to take steroids. The video literally says, testing my strength 3 months on TRT update. Yes, he isn't lying about taking testosterone. He's saying, I could have just done it in secret and never said anything. But does anyone think that he could have actually done that? That he could have just took testosterone in secret and no one would have noticed? Bro put on 20 pounds. He's making videos of how much stronger he is. You can clearly see it. And so he had to tell you. He couldn't have gotten away with it. Alex Eubank has become the person he would have despised 6 months ago.
The people I'm speaking to is y'all consuming the content because you're most likely an impressionable young man. And like I'll say Togi, for example, hopping on gear, glorifying steroid use. You see is like popular gym edits. It's literally taking like unnatural substances. It's crazy that just this little thing here is gonna make me look phenomenal. This literally ruins not only like your physical body, but messes with your head. This steroid stuff is awful.
The fitness industry, he was calling people out.
I'm doing TRT. Some people even argue that I'm doing a high dose TRT to start. I'm doing 200 milligrams a week for about 8 weeks. I'm gonna get my blood done. I'm gonna see where it puts my testosterone concentration in my bloodstream.
And so just because he got a doctor to prescribe it, do you really think it's okay?
I did not want to get up at 6 a.m., but for some reason the alarm went off in the Elysium gym. I fell asleep there because we were late streaming.
And so was he up late streaming, gambling? I mean, he met up with Togi. He was in Cabo. Was he gambling, betting a live stream?
God damn it, dude! Now it never cross again, bro. Oh my god, dude.
Is that Alex Eubanks' new life? Togi's trying to convince him to up the doses. How do we know they're not already up?
You gotta up the dose, bro. I was waiting for that.
And notice, it's a 3-month update on his TRT. He started at 200 milligrams. How do we know he hasn't upped the dose? He hasn't posted his blood work, and as that individual suggested, his testosterone levels are probably at 2,000. Does anyone think that Alex Eubanks' testosterone is within the normal reference range? And so he has super physiological levels of testosterone because he's taken super physiological doses. Does that make sense? And so how is this different than doing a cycle?
This is so not worth it. I don't get why anybody would want to like just half-ass do this for what? Just to get bigger, stronger? It makes no sense to me.
So far, I think this morning was 193 pounds fasted. When I woke up, you weigh a little bit heavier at nighttime, so I always say my morning weight.
And so he's now 193 pounds. Formerly it was 174 pounds, and so officially he's up 19 pounds. Now, remember why he went on HRT? Does anyone forget? His testosterone levels were lower. Why? Because he felt pressure from social media to try to have a shredded physique. And when he went on a diet to have single-digit body fat, it caused his testosterone levels to go down.
When my body is like lean and aesthetic, I feel like shit. I feel like less of a man. My sex drive is shit. My sleep is shit. Bad energy, brain fog.
And so by adding HRT, it would allow him to have that shredded physique. Remember, previously he'd stated, I might, in the most, perhaps in a year, have 10 pounds more muscle. I'm not doing this to be some freakish bodybuilder. I just want to have a little bit more muscle, but while maintaining a lean physique. Has he in fact lost a single pound? Has he in fact been on a diet? Well, let's see.
It's the diet, the training, doing 25 minutes of cardio fasting every single morning. In terms of I don't count my calories right now. I'm just probably eating like the 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day range. Not tracking, I'm snacking a bunch, I'm eating whatever I want.
I'm eating 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day, snacking and eating whatever I want. Formerly, he was eating perhaps 2,500 calories. That's why his testosterone levels, that they went down. Now, prior to this, remember his testosterone levels were well over 900. He stated that he was eating more, that he had put on a little bit of body fat, and that allowed him to feel normal. Alex's reasons for going on HRT and what he's doing are in fact polar opposites. Alex Eubank is on a bulk. He's bulking up. Does anyone want to debate me? 3 months on HRT, you're going to be up 19 pounds when you're trying to get leaner? Does anyone believe that? If I posted a before and after photo of anyone 3 months later, and in the after, they're up 19 pounds, were they not on a bulk? And so what did Alex Eubank do? He went on testosterone, increased his calories, and bulked to 193 pounds.
Just to get bigger, stronger? It makes no sense to me.
19 pounds heavier than 3 months ago. HRT does not cause you to put on 19 pounds in 3 months. Test and Trend does. Blasting hella gear, that can do it, but not HRT.
HCG, some Cialis every day, 5 milligrams Cialis a day I'll be taking, and then maybe some Tren. Kidding, I'm not doing that.
No one, and I mean no one, is putting on 19 pounds of muscle in 3 months on an appropriate replacement dose of HRT.
I don't call it a bulk because it's not like a plan, but I'm just enjoying life.
I don't call it a bulk because I didn't plan it. How is that different? I'm not planning to bulk. I'm just going to up my calories by 1,000, not track it, and suddenly gain 19 pounds in 3 months. It's a bulk. I didn't plan it. That would be like somebody saying, I'm not on a cut, but I'm eating 1,000 calories less a day, and now I'm shredded. No, I'm not cutting. I'm just cutting. Call it what you will.
I'm eating when I want to eat. I'm DoorDashing when I want to DoorDash. It's holiday season, so I don't call it a bulk, although I am gaining weight from it. again, I just don't call it a bulk. And then when I want to clean it up and get a little bit leaner, I just watch my food intake. I'm just not watching. So.
And so is this not proof that Alex lied about his reasons for taking HRT? Remember what they were. Do you remember?
I do better. I'm known for being aesthetic. When my body is like lean and aesthetic, I feel like less of a man. My sex drive is shit. My sleep is shit. Bad energy, brain fog. It just isn't fun. Like when I have to be lean and like my test is at like 300, it just isn't fun. Like I don't like it. But then when I'm a little bit more bulked up and fatter, I feel a lot better, but I don't like that look as much personally. I'm always like, if I could be 10% body fat or whatnot, like year round, would feel really good.
Did he not say he wanted to take testosterone because the pressure to be lean? That the reason his testosterone was lower because he wasn't eating enough calories. Let's say he never took HRT and was eating 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day and went on the bulk as he is right now. Would his testosterone levels not have gone up? Remember, they're formerly over 900. Would they have not gone back to over 900? And so the reason he took HRT is because he wanted to go on a cycle. He wanted to put on more muscle. And so why not just make I'm insecure in my body. There's pressure on me to get jacked, and I'm hopping on. The Trend Twins did it. We all know Sam Sulik's on steroids. And didn't he go on steroids at only 18? And so I'm now in my mid-20s, and I just want to get jacked because I feel like it. That would be being honest. What he's doing is trying to trick you in that he needed HRT, use it as an excuse so that you wouldn't try to cancel him, and that's what's going on.
Coming up on 12 weeks on TRT, 200 milligrams a week is what I'm taking. That is TRT. I'm getting it medically prescribed from an actual doctor writing me a script for it, right?
How many people believe that? And let's assume that it's true. If I find a doctor to prescribe me 1,000 milligrams, is that okay? There's over 1 million doctors in the United States. If 1% of 1% would be corrupt enough to overprescribe medication, there's over 100 that would be willing to do it. And so just because a medical doctor prescribes it to you, do you really think that means that you need it? Do you think it's possible that that doctor might have cared about the money? If we give Alex Eubanks testosterone, then maybe our company's going to make millions of dollars. How many teenagers, guys in their 20s and so on, are watching Alex Eubank and deciding, you know what, I also want to hop on. It's the United States. I don't want to break the law, and so I'm going to find a corrupt doctor to prescribe it to me. How many people think that that maybe is what's going on? And so you can have a debate with me that as long as a doctor prescribes you anything, that you need to take it. And so if I go to the doctor and I say to the doctor, you know what, I think I need Ozempic, I'm feeling a little pudgy. I woke up this morning and the abs, they just weren't as tight as they should be. I know it's for type 2 diabetes and so on, but could you hook me up? I got an extra $1,000. I'll give you $10,000. Or perhaps they work for a company that sells and promotes it to the world. Will you make a video and promote it every day? Sure. Here it is. Oh, and what is a normal dose? Let's call it 0.5 milligram. I want to get 10. I really want a lot of it. All right. Do you think that that doesn't happen anywhere? There was an opioid crisis about 20 to 25 years ago. Billions of dollars from overprescribing medication, pain meds that people they didn't actually need. And what happened? Thousands died. They died. People were being prescribed this by doctors. Did they need it? Should they have been given it? I don't think so. And so how did that turn out? There's literally a Netflix documentary on that very problem. I highly suggest you watch it. Could anyone imagine that 10 years from now, they look back on this moment and think, is this actually happening? And not with pain meds, but with testosterone. The world is a scary place. And several months ago, Alex Eubank was part of the solution. He said that social media has changed and he didn't like it. He is now exactly the person that he was speaking out against.
Once I get my blood work done, if it says I'm too high, then I will lower it accordingly.
It's been 3 months. Where's the blood work? What makes you think you need to wait 3 months in order to get your blood work to see if it's too high? Remember, what have I stated in the past? You always use the lowest dose that makes you happy, and if you need it, you go higher. Much, much more difficult to start at a higher dose and then lower it. And why? Why do you think he's up 19 pounds if his testosterone levels are at 2,500 nanograms per deciliter? How do you think he's going to feel when they half his dose and he goes back under 1,000? And so remember how long it took him to get testosterone? He went in, they took his blood work, and within 20 minutes they gave him a prescription. How hard and how long do you think it would take for Alex Eubank to again get his blood work done in the United States? I'm betting you within 1 day he would have it done and he would know exactly what's going on. And so do you think he's not maybe holding off a little bit? What I don't know, it can't hurt me. It's been 3 months. Is it not obvious the dose is too high? What if it comes back, his cholesterol, HDL, it's in the toilet. His LDL's through the roof, his blood pressure's higher. Why isn't he being monitored?
I know there's been some other differing opinions, people saying, when are you done with your cycle? What is your cycle? You're on a little cycle, it is not a cycle.
It's a cycle. I don't care what y'all say. It's a cycle, unless you're saying, well, if you do it forever, it's not a cycle. You don't come off, it's not a cycle. And so if you do 1,000 tests and 500 trend, and you take it for life, is it not a cycle? Oh, it's not a cycle, because it's HRT, I'm doing it for life.
Whatever I'm on, I'm hoping to maintain it for my entire lifespan, basically. So I'm trying to do it in the most healthiest way possible.
The most healthy way possible, of which I've already told him, and I've made several videos, is to start with the lowest dose that makes you happy. There's no way you should be starting with 200 milligrams. And remember, I contacted Transcend, of which I partnered with. They said there's no way they would have prescribed him testosterone.
If you're 25, you came to me and said, hey, I want to be on testosterone, and you were on the lower end of normal, we would not start you on TRT right away. We would start you on something like aclomiphene.
What's the perfect cycle you would want to do as my starting?
500 tests.
He should have started with enclomiphene. Enclomiphene, you could take orally. It would increase your testosterone by about double. And so let's say he was at 350, could take enclomiphene, probably go up to 700, he would be normal. He wouldn't have to rely on it. But instead, no, 200 milligrams of testosterone. And is that all they've actually given him? How many of you people, raise your hand, think that's the only thing that he's taken? That's it. 200 milligrams of testosterone. That he's not on any other performance-enhancing drugs. Does anyone actually believe it? And so the only way Alex Eubank at this point that I think he's going to be able to get away with this is before the blood work, he's going to have to come off. He's going to have to stop doing his 200 milligrams of testosterone and wait several weeks. Why? Because he knows that if he goes and gets his testosterone levels right now, as in today, his testosterone levels are going to be through the roof. And then he'll have to lower his doses. And do you really think after being 193 pounds, he's going to want to go back to 183? Nope. That's the problem. He was 174 pounds, and had he have been on a normal dose of HRT and gone to 184 pounds, would he not have been happy? 10 more pounds is what he said he wanted in perhaps a year. That's all he wanted. He's not a bodybuilder. But he's already doubled that. And once you felt like Superman, like Captain America, you do not want to go back down to feeling normal.
But I feel like I have no negative side effects 12 weeks in, nothing.
Blood pressure is the silent killer. You don't feel high blood pressure. Guess what, guys? I feel like my cholesterol is in the toilet. I feel like my blood pressure is 180 over 100. No one feels it. Oh, I can feel my liver enzymes are now through the roof. No one's feeling this. It's blood work. You don't feel sick, but you're sick inside.
If anything, my acne has gotten better, which is really weird to me. I would say the biggest benefit that I feel that I've noticed, and my favorite one is going to be the mental. I feel a lot more mentally clear. I feel a lot more assertive. Not aggressive, but more of like assertive. If I feel something, I don't feel like I have to withhold it. I'm not as passive as I used to be. I was always very, very passive.
Yeah, remember Mike Israetel explained this? The dominance hierarchy?
Oh yeah, everything's a problem. You also tend to, I tend to become more disagreeable, substantially more disagreeable, on principle.
When you have elevated levels of testosterone, perhaps it's 10 times normal, you feel more like a man. You can't talk to me like that, bro from Bangladesh. Just look at me, I dare you. dare you to talk to me like that? You get aggressive and more assertive, and you feel like you're the man. You change your personality. You're no longer the person that you once were.
Like if someone agrees with me about something, I'm like, no, I said it best.
Remember when Mike Israetel said when he looked at that pond that he remembered he used to enjoy it, but it's a distant memory. That all he felt was rage.
And I look at the pond and the trees, and I'm like,
Even in public conversation, if people like, I wouldn't say my point because I didn't like altercations and whatnot. Now it's like I want all the smoke.
Alex Eubank talks about the fact that he's passive, or shall I say was passive. That he wasn't assertive, that he wasn't aggressive, that he wouldn't dare make his opinion known because he didn't want to hurt other people's feelings. He cared about others. Now it's all about him. Now that he's on super physiologicals of testosterone, he's not the same. Testosterone, it's a drug. And so he likes the way he feels. Yeah. When people sniff creatine, they also like the way they feel. They talk more, they're more aggressive and more assertive. Does that mean they should continue to sniff creatine every single day? I certainly hope not.
If I feel like disrespected, if I feel like I'm just more assertive. I feel like I want to say something and I'm feeling something, I'll say it. I don't feel like I gotta withhold it, if that makes sense.
And so he's more confident. If somebody disrespects him, he's thinking, you can't talk to me like that. Does this not sound like Mike Israetel? How is this a good thing? Like, really, how is this good?
Definitely have noticed more fullness. Now, I will say though, around the same time, I definitely started eating a lot more. I have not, like, I have been binging. Like, my dad has so many snacks here, and even in Nashville around Thanksgiving and everything. And even before that, I was going out trying all the new restaurants. When I go to a new restaurant, I get whatever I want.
And so one of the things he likes is because testosterones allow him to build more muscle, a lot of the extra calories taking in, nutrient partitioning is occurring. The calories, rather than turning to body fat, are turning to muscle and stored glycogen. And so he likes it. Now that he's on testosterone, he can binge eat, he can eat more calories, and he's not getting fat.
Definitely feel like I've gotten a little bit more vascular.
I've gotten more vascular. I noticed that. I wonder why. Increased red blood cells, increased blood pressure, blood volume. And so, yeah, of course you are. But do you not think that your blood pressure is higher? Do you not think that your blood work is going to come back, let's say, just a little bit worse?
I guess, yeah. You just feel like, I feel like I just feel like more of a man. Better sleep, I've noticed as well. The sleep quality's been great. I could sleep, honestly, less hours, but feel like I got more sleep than when I wasn't on TRT.
Should have tried testosterone. Imagine resorting to HRT, testosterone, and so on without trying testosterone from Uzbekistan. If you want actual testosterone from the real source from Uzbekistan, code Greg, 15% off.
I'm not promoting this, I'm just giving my own personal experience with it, but I honestly wish that I did it sooner.
And so I'm not promoting HRT, but I wish I had done it sooner. I feel so amazing. I'm not promoting HRT. I love it so much. This is the best ad for HRT I've ever seen in my life. I'm not promoting it though. Hey guys, I absolutely love my cookbook. The recipes are so amazing. It helped me to lose 20 pounds. I'm never hungry. But I'm not promoting it. The Seacoal bars, as Mike Patel said, he loved the feeling of his mouth. They're so soft, they taste amazing. I'm not promoting it though. I'm not promoting it. I'm just going to speak so highly of it that everyone in the world will want to do it. But I'm not promoting it. I wish I got it sooner. I wish they invented protein bars years ago. I'm not promoting it.
I heard from someone, I don't know how legit it is, but they're saying that natural testosterone levels in like the 70s and 80s were in like the thousands. We're in like the 1200.
It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Nowadays, you see like the average middle 20-year-old, and they're like 500.